Last time on Wasteland Active Radio.
Hello, everybody. My name is Miles Paige, and I'll be your lawyer for this case.
All rise for the Honorable Judge Carlson.
All right, let's get started, shall we? For the sake of expediency, I hereby call to order the cases of the Sheriff's Department of Little Drink versus Jonathan Windsor, David Sterling, Crispin Redner, Atlas GMC, and It's
Siobhan.
My apologies. Siobhan Hade. How do you plead?
Not guilty, Your Honor.
Not guilty, Your Honor.
Not guilty.
Not guilty, Your Honor.
Not guilty.
I tried to distract the sheriff.
Uh-huh. Why?
I thought I was helping my friends.
Yeah, I committed those crimes, and I'd do it again, too.
So, the sheriff offended you. Was that the motivation behind your alleged crimes?
Despite the sheriff's attempt to dehumanize me using these derogatory terms, the only true insult was her own admission of wishing to perform an extrajudicial execution of myself and my co-defendants. Were it not for your late mayor, I would refuse the authority of your sheriff's department and legal system.
Seems to be a running theme today. So, what prompted you to commit these crimes?
She wants to execute me because I'm the daughter of the Raider boss, Bloody Shannon.
My family is dead. Hang her. Hang her for what she's done.
That is enough! We as a society are better than that. All right, I believe the jury has everything they need. We will have a short recess while the jury deliberates and return here once they've reached a verdict. Court dismissed.
Now that we've got your testimonies out of the way, we just have to wait for the jury. I'm not gonna mince words here. I think they're gonna find you all guilty.
The jury is back. You're all needed back in the courtroom.
Time to face the music, everybody. Let's do this.
All rise for the Honorable Judge Carlson.
I see that we have everyone back now. Before we proceed, does the jury have any questions?
No, Your Honor. The defendants openly admitted to committing the crimes they've been charged with. Our decision is unanimous.
Then please, proceed.
In the case of Jonathan Windsor, we find the defendant guilty.
Oh boy.
In the case of Major David Sterling, we find the defendant guilty.
No surprise there.
In the case of Crispin Redner, we find the defendant guilty.
Yep, figured as much.
In the case of Atlas GMC, we find the defendant guilty.
Of course.
And in the case of Siobhan Hade, we find the defendant guilty.
Oh. Well, I guess it was interesting while it lasted.
Understood. Before I deliver your sentences, I feel it is pertinent to say that while it is in my opinion that the sheriff did indeed operate in an unprofessional manner, the solution to that is not assault a guard, break out of jail, and interfere with a murder investigation. What you did was foolish, disruptive, and put your lives and the chance of justice for Mayor Marshall at risk. As for Miss Hade, your mother, Bloody Shannon, has indeed been a massive threat to Little Drink since their arrival at the vault. The people of Little Drink have every right to be angry at your mother and the raiders under her control. The people of Little Drink may very well celebrate Bloody Shannon's death. However, it was your mother who has harmed Little Drink, not you. And Mr. GMC, you are right to be upset at the way the sheriff has treated you. It was unfair and does not represent what Little Drink stands for. However, assaulting one of our guards only reinforces the stereotypes and stigma placed upon super mutants. With that said, By the power vested in me by the people of Little Drink, I sentence you all to 80 hours of community service.
You'll never take me alive!
Order in the court.
Atlas, stop! Stop!
What are you doing? We're not gonna die!
Could you repeat that, Your Honor?
80 hours community service for each of you to pay for the damages you've caused.
Oh my. My apologies.
Sir, please put the table back down.
Yes, of course. I'm sorry. Please forgive my outburst.
Considering nothing important was broken and nobody was hurt, I will, just this once, overlook your outburst. But I warn you, don't do anything like that in Little Drink again. Where was I? Right, your sentence. Until you have each served your 80 hours, none of you will be allowed to leave Little Drink's territory. Should your community service take place outside of the walls, you will be accompanied by a guard. Understood?
Yes,
Your Honor.
Good. Now, Sheriff Myers.
Me?
Tonight, I am going to call a meeting of Little Drink's labor representatives, and we'll be having a serious discussion about your conduct these last few days. Additionally, you are hereby ordered to provide a written apology to both Miss Haid and Mr. GMC.
What? You've got to be kidding me.
I am not, Sheriff Myers. We'll discuss this further at tonight's meeting.
All right, then. Are we done here?
Yes. Court is hereby adjourned. I now call to order the case of the town of Little Drink versus Dave. Just Dave.
Hello?
Mr. Dave, you are being charged with public intoxication, public urination, and trespassing. How do you plead?
Hello?
That was not guilty, Your Honor. Due to my client's condition, I believe he is unfit to stand trial. I motion to have the court drop the charges against him.
Hello?
Shush.
Mr. Dave, do you understand what I'm saying to you?
Hello?
And do you understand why you're here?
Hello?
That's all I needed. Motion denied, Mr. Paige. Despite your client's speech impediment, he seems both mentally and physically capable of standing trial and understanding his crimes. As such, I hereby sentence Mr. Dave to 8 hours of community service. That is all. Court dismissed.
Oh, hello.
Your Honor, wait.
Court is adjourned, Miss Haid.
I just have a quick question. 80 hours community service. Even though I'm Bloody Shannon's...
Miss Haid, if I believed you were a raider, you would have been tried for raiding-based crimes. Based on your testimony and your actions, I don't believe you're a raider.
But...
Miss Haid, judging someone for the actions of another is difficult, complicated. However, I don't believe the sins of our forebears should fall on the shoulders of their children. It's your life to live, Miss Haid, not your mother's.
Oh, thank you.
Think nothing of it. Do make sure you finish your community service in a timely manner, though. Have a nice day.
Well, this is great.
We're not gonna die! Bring it in, you big nerd!
Yeah, group hug, everybody.
No, wait! Hold on!
Come here, Johnny.
The more the merrier.
Well, why not? I think I'll get in on this too.
Ah!
Hello?
Gross!
Yeah, today's a good day. Wait, Miles, what are you doing?
Sorry. I just wanted to be involved. Well, sorry that I couldn't get the charges dropped, but I think it worked out well. Wouldn't you say?
It is certainly validating.
Well, I gotta say, that was certainly an interesting show, don't you know?
Hey, Tammy, come to join in on the group hug?
Air! Get off of me! Fuck's sake! Warn me next time!
Next time? Finally warming up to us?
Shut up. Oh, hey, what are you doing here, Tammy?
Well, I've been assigned to oversee your community service.
You don't exactly sound thrilled about it.
I'm sure it won't be a problem getting you guys to do your hours, but the paperwork, oofta. As far as punishments for letting suspects interfere with a criminal investigation goes, at least this is pretty mild.
I gotta say, I wasn't expecting the judge to be so lenient. I was expecting at least some jail time, aside from my own.
For true. But considering Little Drink has had softy Bob Carlson as our judge since Little Drink's founding, I'd say you got lucky.
Softy? Does he always sentence people to slaps on the wrist?
Nah, he's not afraid to bring down the hammer. Honestly, in the 10 years he's been the judge, he's only given out 2 death sentences. One for murder, and the other for attempted murder by arson.
I guess we are pretty lucky. So, as far as community service goes, what are we meant to do?
There's plenty of options. I've got a list of things that you can choose from. Which reminds me, Mr. Redner, you've got yourself a 2-day stay at the local jail.
Oh man, I was hoping after 2 weeks between episodes they would have forgotten about that. Oh well, see you guys in 2 days. Ow. 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 Oh, hey, Johnny.
Hey there, Crispy. Have a seat.
Thanks. Didn't think you'd beat me here. Oh.
Well, we agreed to meet at the diner at 5:30. I've been here for 14... Whew! Just got back from the Brahmin pens, huh?
Yeah. I did take a bath after. Found a lot of good that did. Guess we're the first 2 here.
Actually, the first 3.
Solar charging complete. Awaiting instructions.
Hey, where'd you get those treads?
I found them with the salvage crew this morning. They didn't need them, so they let me keep them. I finished installing them about an hour ago.
Looking good, Bucket. How do you feel?
I am unable to reach a velocity high enough to destroy myself. I am simply miserable, but faster.
I see it didn't change his personality at all.
That's not all. Remember when we were back in the forest and Bucket received a software update?
Oh yeah, when we were attacked by Garrett. Why?
Because Bucket downloaded another one while I was doing my community service.
Another? I remember you saying that was weird before.
And it's just as weird now. I didn't notice until I started doing a basic checkup on Bucket while waiting for you and everyone else. It's still affecting the weather software, so maybe we should have Bucket run a forecast to see what changed.
Hey, sounds good to me. Bucket, forecast the weather.
Acknowledged. Beginning weekly weather forecast for the week of November 4th, 2287. Currently, the temperature is 61 degrees Fahrenheit with a high of 65 and a low of 54. 9% humidity. Partly cloudy with wind speeds up to 15 miles per hour. Ambient radiation will decrease by 2%. Saturday, the temperature will have a high of 63 degrees with a low of 52 degrees. 14% humidity. Partly cloudy with wind speeds up to 10 miles per hour. Ambient radiation will decrease by 1%. Sunday, the temperature will have a high of 59 degrees with a low of 55 degrees. 22% humidity. Overcast with scattered showers. Wind speeds up to 13 miles per hour. Ambient radiation will increase by 4%. Monday, the temperature will have a high of 51 degrees with a low of 51 degrees. 24% humidity. Overcast with scattered showers. Wind speeds up to 9 miles per hour. Ambient radiation will stabilize around 0600 hours. Tuesday, the temperature will have a high of 54 degrees with a low of 50 degrees. 22% humidity. Partly cloudy. Wednesday, the temperature will have a high of 67 degrees with a low of 61 degrees. 17% humidity. Partly cloudy with light winds. Thursday, the temperature will have a high of 66 degrees with a low of 65 degrees. 12% humidity. Partly cloudy. Ambient radiation will increase by 1%. Friday, the temperature will have a high of 68 degrees with a low of 64 degrees. 19% humidity. Overcast with scattered showers and light winds. Ambient radiation will increase by 3%. The estimated weekly radiation level is condition yellow. Ambient radiation levels subject to high fluctuations. Please travel with caution. Forecast complete. Performing diagnostics and printing satellite scans. Error. Printer not found. Beginning audio file playback.
An audio file? Really? Wow!
Wait. Is that Morse code?
You know Morse code, right, Crispy?
Yeah, but all I'm hearing is ones and zeros.
Really? That's binary! A double encoded message. Fascinating. I wonder what it says.
Well, I'm willing to help you translate when we get some free time.
I'd really appreciate that. Oh hey, Siobhan and Atlas are here.
Maybe if you weren't such a puny human, I wouldn't have stepped on your foot.
Are you really blaming me for you being a blind fuckwit?
My vision is far greater than that of a common human.
Good enough to see the shit in front of your face?
Excuse me?
Ha! No wonder! You can't see a damn thing with your head so far up your ass!
How foul!
Hey, guys, over here.
I'm starving. Let's put this on hold until we're done eating.
Fine. I agree to those terms. I'd rather not have you spewing out obscenities and spoiling my appetite anyway.
Hey, Johnny. Hey, Crispy.
Hi, Siobhan. How'd your service hours go?
I actually got to treat a few injuries at the clinic today. Nothing worse than a broken finger, but it was a nice change of pace from changing out bedpans.
Yeah, you were sounding kind of burnt out after... How many hours of that again?
I counted 40 hours. If I never see another bedpan again, it'll be too soon. Ugh. Anyway, how about you, Johnny?
I'd say it went pretty well. After finishing my work with the salvage team, I managed to install some automated lights and a laser turret on the walls. We also got the network working, so the sheriff's department will be alerted anytime the lights or turrets go off.
Nice! Oh, yeah. How's the new arm holding up?
It's still a little awkward to use, but it's working just fine. Thanks again for the help. I doubt I would have been able to make it work in any reasonable amount of time on my own.
Don't mention it. It was pretty simple once we got the cable tension right. By the way, I've been thinking, with some more time, better equipment, and a little surgery, I may even be able to make a more accurate prosthetic mount that connects to and receives bioelectrical impulses from your nerves, allowing you to more accurately use your arm.
Wait. Surgery?
Oh, relax. I put you under with proper anesthetics.
Let's maybe put a pin in that for now. How about you, Atlas? How'd your hours go?
I don't know how they ever managed to get enough wood to build that wall. According to them, I tripled their wood supply in the course of a week. They had to reassign me to cutting stone for a wall around their fields.
And how'd that go?
I started the wall yesterday and finished it today, once again proving my physical superiority. I believe I could triple the productivity of their labor teams on my own.
And tripling the ego.
My ego is warranted when I outclass each and every one of these weaklings.
Yeah, keep telling yourself that. Anyway, how are the Brahmin... the Brahmin pens?
It's hard work mucking out all those pens. My hands are all beat up and my body feels like I'm falling apart. Bit more than usual.
Glad I didn't get stuck in there.
You know, the Brahmin aren't so bad once you get used to the smell. They're pretty friendly, too. The turkeys, on the other hand, my God. I'm surprised they haven't torn each other apart by now.
I've lost count of the hours I put in these past 2 weeks. We must be getting close to finishing our sentence.
Assuming they're counting everything properly, I was done yesterday.
But you kept working with the salvage crew anyway.
Yep. I've learned quite a bit about salvaging old technology. It turns out that a lot of the parts that I thought were beyond repair only needed some minor reworking. I've quite liked working with the salvage team.
That's cool. You know, I feel the same way about the clinic. I have the whole of the vault library to learn about medicine, sure. But I picked up a few new tricks these past 2 weeks. Turns out there are some plants in the Wasteland that can be used to make a decent imitation of a stipack. There's a whole slew of plants in the Wasteland that can be used for all kinds of medicines.
That's incredible.
Isn't it?
Well, glad you two can nerd out over learning. It's always nice to learn something useful like that.
Has working with the Brahmin taught you anything new, Crispy?
Yeah, actually. 1, don't mess with turkeys. 2, Brahmin are surprisingly empathic. After a week, I could tell all the Brahmin in those pens apart by their personalities.
Animals with personalities? Preposterous.
Hold on, hear me out. See, Daisy is shy but affectionate, especially after a meal. Mildred is a bit of a bully to the other Brahmin, stealing food and stuff, so you gotta feed her separately or she'll take food from the others. Doris is absolutely the boss of the pens. If you get her to warm up to you, the rest of the Brahmin will listen to you without question.
Okay, I see your point. Stop prattling on.
I figured out that dogs are similar. I've been rounding up dogs in Little Drink just to prove that I can. All it takes is figuring out what makes them tick. Just like people.
I must admit that I too have learned a fair bit about cutting stone. It takes a steady and sure hand, patience, and an eye for faults in the stone. I think I may take up sculpting.
Super Mutant Michelangelo. Go for it, dude. Cowabunga.
Who better than to start crafting statues of my might than myself? One day I hope to have them displayed in a museum dedicated to myself, once Atlas City is truly established.
Atlas City? You're kidding, right? The best you could come up with?
And once I've established Atlas City, you won't be welcome.
You gonna hang a "No Girls Allowed" sign up on your box fort too?
No, just a picture of your ugly face with a fat red line through it.
All right, that's enough. Your bickering's getting kinda old.
She started it!
I don't care. I want you two to say something nice about each other. Got it?
You must be joking.
What do we look like? 5-year-olds?
Yeah, kinda.
It's not that hard. Atlas, you're very dedicated and well-spoken.
You have my thanks?
Siobhan, despite your outward abrasiveness, I've seen that you're one of the kindest and smartest people I've ever met.
Oh my God. Johnny, thank you.
You're welcome. See, it isn't that hard. You two go next.
Aspirin. Atlas. You're very strong. And you're good at sticking up for yourself, I guess.
Great. Atlas?
Fine. Girl, Siobhan, you're not weak, and your medical knowledge is impressive. Is that good enough?
Kinda weak in my opinion, but not bad.
Wait. Why are we going along with this? Who are you to tell me what to do. You're not my dad.
That's right. Who do you think you are, Ghoul?
Fuck off, Crispy.
Yeah, fuck you, Ghoul.
Hey, I'm the oldest one here by a long shot. Somebody has to act like a responsible adult.
Excuse the shit out of me?
You may be the oldest, but you're obviously the weakest.
I wouldn't say the weakest.
And you're the dumbass that managed to convince us to break out of jail.
Yeah, but that says way more about you guys.
And you've got the silliest name, Crispin.
Johnny, how could you? I can't believe you'd use my own true name against me.
Sounds like you guys are having fun.
Who started it?
They did.
Hi, guys.
Before I forget, do you have all your paperwork? Wow, slow down there, cowboys.
How many hours did you get today?
2 with the sheriff's department and 8 with the salvage team.
Gee, Stumpy, it isn't a race. Don't push yourself too hard. Anyway, I got 10 at the clinic.
12 with the labor teams.
Jeez, damn overachievers. I got 8 in the pens. Sterling, do I want to know?
Well, I got 9 with the labor teams. They ran out of things for me to do.
Oh, for neat. Very nice, everybody.
Hey, Tammy, have you heard anything about Dave's hours? I've only seen him at night and I can't get a thing out of him.
Oh boy, I'm glad you asked. He's only got 4 hours.
For fuck's sakes, Dave.
How many times did you hit him with that pan?
5 times?
Wasn't enough.
Agreed.
Come on, guys.
Who has been enforcing his sentence?
It's Rita. I have been waiting for you to ask me that for days. He's been driving her crazy for the past 2 weeks. It's hilarious. You didn't hear it from me, but she stopped loading her gun. I'll let you guess why.
I can't say I haven't had the same thoughts about that impertinent fool.
Atlas!
I take back what I said before. Maybe that asshole is good for something after all.
Well, I'm going to go over your paperwork and see what we've got. Don't mind me.
How'd your hours go, Sterling?
Well, I'd say they went well. Never thought I'd work with concrete again after making Major, but it felt nice going back to something familiar. We finally got the jail wall fixed. I laid the last layer of paint on myself. Looking at it now, Atlas, not even you could break those bars.
Yes, go ahead and think that.
Felt good putting it back together. Gonna have to do that with Station Hill next.
Damn straight, Major.
Whew. We're gonna have a hell of a time putting it back together.
Why rebuild something that has already fallen when we can build something greater on its ashes?
Don't say it.
We can finally build Atlas City.
One-track mind with this guy, I'm telling you.
We'll let the people decide.
Well, I'm just double-checking, but it looks like all of you finished your service hours. Congratulations.
Yes! I'm gonna miss those Brahmin, but I can finally get the stink off of me.
We don't have to stop doing it, do we? I promised the salvage team that I'd do one more run with them.
I'm not gonna stop you.
I might swing by the clinic again one more time. They're gonna teach me how to make Radaway. Oh, I'm so pumped.
Finally. How long until we can leave?
Eager to get away? Well, I'll process these tomorrow morning when I get to work. I'd say it'll be safe for you guys to leave after noon tomorrow.
Well, we will, but we still gotta wait for Dave.
Do we
really?
Jinx!
You owe me a drink, ugly.
What? What nonsense is this?
Wasteland law, Atlas. The longer you wait, the more drinks you owe.
Preposterous.
Don't look at me. Sterling, you know what I'm talking about, right?
Huh?
Right? See, even Sterling agrees.
Now hold on.
Oh, right. Wasteland law. I almost forgot.
That's the law. Sorry.
Absolute madness.
Tell you what. How about I buy us all a round of drinks and we can call it even?
Yeah, I deem that an acceptable offering.
All right. Hey, Riley, a round of drinks over here.
What do you want?
A beer for everybody?
Sure, why not? It's been a while.
I suppose. It is a celebration.
None for me, thanks. Just a Nuka-Cola. And Johnny, Siobhan, no offense, but is there a drinking age in Little Drink?
Yeah, 16. You two want in? My treat either way.
That seems kinda young.
Yeah, beer me.
I've never had alcohol before. It may be interesting. Sure, why not?
All right. 5 beers and a Nuka-Cola, on me.
Coming right up.
First round is on me, but I don't think you'll need another. Riley's beer is stronger than some pre-war spirits I've seen.
Then we pace ourselves.
The ghoul showing some restraint with intoxicants? Never thought I'd witness him refrain from self-obliviation. Or perhaps he's simply unable to hold his liquor.
I know my limits.
I don't.
The blood drinkers made all of their alcohol out of blood. I had to steal beers off the Wire Clan kids if I wanted to get drunk. I hope this tastes better.
Is this a good idea?
Every group needs the one sober friend. You got a big job ahead of you tonight, Sterling.
Don't worry, Major, I can hold my liquor. I'll have your back.
And here you go. Starting a tab, Tammy?
Sure.
Enjoy.
How about a toast to finishing your hours and no more paperwork?
To not getting executed.
To a bountiful future.
Ah, heck. To going home.
To new friends.
To starting over.
This is nothing.
How many kegs do you think you can lift?
How many more do you have?
You looking for a job, guy?
Hey, he's already got a job, right, Atlas?
Ha! That's right. On the scene. It's been ages since my last interview.
This guy. Interviewing people? Do you just ask someone a question and scare the answer out of them?
Sometimes, yes.
That's great.
He's pretty good at it, too. I don't know how he does it, but he does it.
Damn, Johnny, you all right?
Never been better. I could do it another.
Yeah, you're hammered. Might be better off switching to water there, kid.
Yep. Gotta stay hydrated. Or you're gonna have the worst hangover tomorrow.
I'll be fine.
Did I hear somebody needed water?
Oh, hey. Water.
Drink it slowly. I know it's legal here and everything, but I feel like this is a little irresponsible.
Don't worry, Major. You, Tammy, and myself have got our eyes on him. Right, Tammy?
Oh, for neat. You lifted me with the chair and everything. I feel like a queen up here.
Who wants the other shoulder? Anyone?
Ah! Fuck it! Give me a chair! Do it!
Aha! I knew you were just as puny as the rest. Jonathan, Sterling, Crispy, get on my shoulders. I'll prove I can literally carry this entire team on my back.
Holy crap, Crispy. He called you Crispy. That's incredible.
There's a first for everything, I guess. I don't doubt you could, Hell, you could probably carry all of us and Bucket if Johnny switches him back to a buck pack.
That I could.
All right. My head's starting to spin. Put me down, you behemoth.
Behemoth? Ha! I like that.
Whoa. Ooh. Is there any more water?
Yeah, I'll be right back.
Hi, Schmo. Hi. I'm drunk.
I can tell. And no wonder. You're built like plague. And only have one arm. You got way less blood now. Like, way less. Hell, I could probably carry you.
You're right.
And here's that water.
Oh, sweet.
Oh, great. I can't escape any of you, can I?
Oh, hey, Pat. Here for dinner or a drink?
Neither, now.
Hey, Pat, wait.
I don't care what you have to say.
Please, just hear me out.
Last time I heard you out, I wound up knocked out, tied up, my eye blackened, and my job at risk.
Yes, you're 100% right on that. I don't know how many times I'll need to apologize or what I can do to make up for what happened, but I am truly sorry.
I don't care.
Fair enough. But hey, I did promise to buy you dinner. I know it won't make things better, but I owe you at least that much, right? So, what do you think?
Come on, Pat. It ain't healthy to hold on to grudges, don't you know?
Fine. I came here for dinner anyway. Better than leaving empty-handed.
That's the spirit, Pat.
Go ahead and order whatever you want. I managed to scrounge some caps together between our community service hours. Hey, Atlas, come here for a second, would ya?
Yes? Ah, Pat, was it? I must apologize for knocking you unconscious while imprisoned. It was brutish of me to do so.
I forgive you.
Oh, what?
Huh. You played with Pat's heart. That's a real asshole move. A real ass of a move, Crispin.
He hates when you him by his real name.
Ugh, whatever. Atlas, here. Hold on to this for a minute.
Your recorder? Ha, alright.
Jeez. You two are way too drunk.
I haven't even begun to drunk. I mean, drink. What up? You know what I'm talking about.
I just hope we don't get into more trouble.
Major, relax. You've competently led your band of Dashwoods for longer than I've known you. You can certainly handle these two.
Yeah. Don't worry about it. It's cool. We're cool. Right, Johnny? Tell him we're cool.
The coolest. And Atlas? That's probably the nicest thing I've ever heard you say about anybody. We didn't even have to make you say it.
Drug words or sober thoughts or something like that.
You may have a point.
See? He knows I'm right.
Well, I still can't help but worry.
I may be intoxicated, but my accelerated metabolism will take care of that before long. With yourself and I, These two will have never been in better hands.
If you say so, I'll trust you on that.
Major, would you mind if I asked you why you went off to get drunk while the others were shopping for supplies? I know the ghoul gave you money to buy a meal for yourself, but what made you go off to the bar instead?
While we were shopping for food, the Y Clan didn't feed us worth a damn. Kept us hungry and weak, just enough for us to survive and work for them, and not enough to get rid of the pain in our stomachs. I just saw all that food in one place, and I went a little overboard. Crispy was right in sending me off. Kind, even. I was gonna come here, get some food, but I couldn't stop thinking about what I experienced in the vault. I saw the bar, figured I'd get a quick drink, and just something to settle the nerves, quiet the thoughts. The one drink turned into two, then more and more, and next thing I know, I'm waking up in an alley, still drunk. Now, I don't drink often, never have. When I do, though, I have a tendency to go too far. Just ask Crispy. Back in Station Hill, after the vote, Crispy interviewed me, brought up a lot about where I came from and about Robbie, a man I owe my life to. We talked for a bit after I went off duty and shared a bottle of whiskey he managed to scrounge up. I think he got one pull out of it. I got the rest. It doesn't come up often, but I think I may have a problem. Best to nip it in the bud, don't you think?
That's a wise decision.
Oof. Buzzkill.
So, Major, once Dave is done with his sentence, we'll be returning to the Ash Flats. What do you think you'll do?
Return to the Dashwoods. I need to accept responsibility. If they decide I'm fit to lead, then I'll be sure not to let them down. If they don't, well, I'll figure something out.
And what about you, Jonathan? What do you plan on doing?
Power armor. I need it. Feel naked without it. Too squishy.
Power armor, huh? I bet you wear it well.
Ah, shit. Oops. I forgot. I uploaded all my suit data to my Pip-Boy. Man, I'm gonna have to start over.
And what about you?
Me? What about me?
You've left the vault. Cutler wants you dead.
Fuck Cutler.
And speaking honestly, you don't seem to have anywhere to go.
What of it?
You could have separated from us at any time between here and Fairbank. Where did you plan on going?
I don't know. But I've got the whole world in front of me. I could go anywhere.
Well, you could always join the Dashwoods if you wanted. If not, I can certainly guarantee you a place in one of our settlements. We never seem to have enough trained medics.
Yeah. Come with us, please.
I'll let you know when I'm sober.
Yay!
Hey, look over there. Where's Crispy going with Pat?
I think they made up.
Or they're about to.
I don't get it.
The Ghoul's recorder battery is dying. Likely for the best.
We should get back to the hotel.
Agreed.
All right, is everybody loaded up? Everyone got what we need?
Yep. Nice to have something with straps.
And it's nice that the robot can move itself again.
Locomotion device functioning at acceptable efficiency. I can finally throw myself from a cliff.
Not with the ledge detection software I debugged this morning, you won't.
Curse you.
That thing gives me the creeps.
He'll grow on you eventually. Anyway, with the new treads and arms mounted on Bucket, I gave him a backpack of his own. Each of us can travel a little lighter now.
Ah, good to know. I won't have to deal with fishing anything important out of Baldy's pack. Either way, I'm ready.
Hello?
You wouldn't have had to pound out those last 4 hours this morning if you had just gotten them out of the way a week ago, Dave.
Hello?
Oh, don't give me that. We busted our asses getting ours done and getting enough caps to load up on supplies with.
I admit, I've grown to not dislike this town, but I'm ready to return home. Or what's left of it, anyway.
Damn straight. I wonder how Badger Boy's doing. Oh, hell. Look.
Oh, great. The sheriff. Just what I needed.
One last barb to stick us with before we leave, I imagine.
Now let's keep it civil, everybody. Besides, look, Tammy is there too.
That written apology of hers was a joke.
Yeah, it was. At least, Chrome Dome managed over here to make things a pain in the ass for her.
That is admittedly a decent consolation prize.
Hello.
Hiya.
Well, hey there, Tammy. Sheriff, here to see us off?
That's right. Despite everything that happened, you're all right in my book.
Something you'd like to say, Sheriff? Perhaps a proper apology?
Don't press your luck, mutants.
Rita, I've read those letters. They weren't honest.
Fine. Mutant Atlas, I'm sorry for the way I treated you. It wasn't fair. I shouldn't have judged you based on your looks alone, and should have trusted the mayor's judgment. I'm sorry, and I hope you grow as a person from this experience. There.
And for Ms. Haid?
Oh, for fuck's sakes. Miss Haid.
I don't want to hear it. I know it's not going to be real, so what's the point? You made my first experience away from the clans a shitty one. If it weren't for Tammy and the judge and these guys, I don't know what I would have done. But now I know. I'm going to Illinois.
Yes!
And I know what my mom did. I loved her. But I won't deny that she did horrible things to people for years. In the end, as much as I loved her, and still do, I think she may have deserved to die. But her life isn't mine. I'm not a raider, and I never will be.
If I hear you turn raider, I won't hesitate to hunt you down myself. Don't forget that.
You gotta be fucking kidding me! Ugh. I'm not a goddamn raider! Let it go, ya damn hag!
I think that's the best we're gonna get out of either of them. Well, Do you all have everything you need?
I think we have plenty. It has been a pleasure meeting you, Tammy.
And a pleasure meeting you, don't you know?
Sheriff, it's...
Well, friends, safe travels to all of you.
Don't do anything to get shot.
No promises.
Yeah, that's kind of hard to avoid out there.
Well, I'll keep an eye on them, don't worry.
Bye, Tammy. Don't let that witch over there push you around.
I'll keep her in check.
Hello.
And I think I'll miss you most of all, Dave.
Hello?
Your community service hours were greatly valued.
Hello.
Bye, Tammy. Stay safe.
Come on, Bucket.
Acknowledged.
Goodbye, Little Drink. Lovely Ash Flats, here we come.
Don't come back.
Oh, shut up.
Who signs your paycheck, Clammy Tammy?
Not Santa.
Hey, you got the fire going.
Well, we're gonna need it. It's gonna be a cold night. We should set up watches before it gets too late.
I call first watch.
Well, all right then.
I don't need sleep, just rest. It gives me ample time to prepare our route. I'll be awake all night regardless.
I'll take the last watch if that's okay. I'll be awake before that anyway.
Gross. Anyway, I'll take second.
Sounds good. Dave, any prep? How long has he been asleep?
When did we set up camp?
All right, I'll take third then. Atlas, how's our path looking?
We're perfectly on track. I am your navigator, after all. We should be passing the border between Minnesota and Iowa in a little more than a week if we stay on track and nothing gets in our way. From there, we'll head east to the Mississippi River and follow it down until we pass into the Ash Flats. As long as nothing stops us, we can be back home in 2 weeks. Though that's a highly optimistic assessment. We're also gonna need another map. This one only covers Minnesota and a little into the neighboring regions.
Well, I trust you on that, Atlas. It'll be good to be back. I'm nervous as all hell, but I'm looking forward to regrouping with the Dashwoods.
Me too. Hell, I hope they managed to get the area around the vault more secure. Cutler used the high ground against us. If it weren't for Badger Boy's quick thinking, it would have been over before it started.
He also said that he had sent a messenger to tell the rest of the Dashwoods that Macklin was still alive. I can only hope that they've rallied a force to go after him.
And hopefully they manage to get some specialists in to open the vault. The rest of Station Hill's residents are trapped. What about you, Bucket? Anything you're looking forward to?
The odds of being struck by a meteorite are 1 in 1.6 million. I hope to defy these odds.
Am I the only one still bothered by this thing?
How about you, Siobhan? Is there anything you're looking forward to in the Ash Flats?
You're just gonna ignore that thing, hoping to die?
Yes, just as they always have. Entering power saving mode. Have a nice day.
I'm never gonna get used to that. Anyway, I guess I'm looking forward to actually seeing the Ash Flats. Before my mom took us to the vault, we traveled through the North Waste from New York. I've never been this far south before.
Ha! No shit. I thought New York would have been a smoking crater after the bombs dropped. Surprised anyone's able to live up there.
That reminds me, Crispy. I've been thinking about it some more, and I made up my mind. I'll do it.
Well, all right, Johnny. Do what now?
Join the show?
Right! Man, where's my head? Glad to finally have you on board, Johnny. I can't provide insurance benefits, but I can guarantee you a fancy lat snack cake and a Nuka-Cola at least once a week.
Deal.
No deal. If we're gonna be joining the show, we're gonna need caps. You can't buy stim packs with junk food.
Fair point. I'm sure we can work something out. Wait a minute. What do you mean we're joining the show?
Well, I figure I got nothing better to do. You offered. I said I'd think about it. And I have. I'll join your show if you throw some caps our way.
Well, all right. Welcome aboard, you two. I can start coaching the two of you on building your segments while we travel. Got a couple basic notes right now, actually. Johnny, you gotta work on simplifying your explanation so even an idiot can understand it.
Ah, okay. So just explain it like I'm talking to you.
I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear that. As for you, Siobhan, you gotta work on the swearing.
The fuck are you talking about? This is just how I talk.
It's not professional.
Fuck off! You talk shit constantly.
Yeah, but not on air. Not often, at least. Either way, no swearing or no caps.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Try again.
Ugh, fine. I won't swear on the show.
Good start. Keep it up. Anyway, once we get to Iowa, I know a shortcut that can get us to Illinois in half the time.
No! Do you not remember that we were taking your shortcuts when we got captured by Cutler? If it weren't for that, we wouldn't have gotten dragged to that vault.
True, but we wouldn't have met Siobhan or saved Sterling.
And you would still have both arms and your Pip-Boy.
I don't know. I think it's a fair trade.
I wonder how Houndstooth is doing. I don't doubt that he can handle himself back in the vault, but it's still no easy task taking down raiders like that.
It's going to catch up to that wretch eventually. Hopefully sooner rather than later.
Hey, shit breath.
Language.
Ugh, fine. Hey, ass breath.
It's a start.
If it weren't for Houndstooth, we'd all be dead. Even you.
And all those other slaves would still have their collars on.
They're likely all dead. You released a bunch of unarmed slaves to fight murderous raiders in their own territory. We never should have taken that wretch's advice. Little Drink was an awful fiasco.
Yeah, that was rough, but we're stronger for it. Besides, you gotta meet the mayor. The day before he died. Sorry, Atlas.
To think. The first person I meet in this forsaken wasteland who has an honest appreciation for literature and philosophy, and he's murdered the next day. Alas, poor Philip, I hardly knew ye.
Well, at least you've still got us.
Yes, I am aware of your presence. I'm also aware that Cutler has yet to send anyone after us.
The vault was in chaos when we left. What with the bosses dead, the slaves revolting, and that robot running loose. I wouldn't be surprised if he died in there.
We can only hope.
Don't count him out. Cutler earned his position in the surgeons. The only person harder to kill than him was Dr. Lin. We can't let our guard down just yet.
He's alive. I have no doubt about that. One of these days, I'll get my Pip-Boy back from him. I swear it.
What did I just say about swearing?
Huh? No, I meant... Oh, I got it. Well, if nobody needs me, I'm going to bed. Good night, everybody.
Holy. Is he really asleep? How did he do that?
Still can't figure that out myself. It's a little infuriating if I'm being honest.
Can't say I'm not a little jealous. Anyway, I'm going to bed too. Good night.
Good night, Major. You might want to hit the hay too, Siobhan.
Yeah, may as well. Got a long road ahead of us. Good night.
Night, kid. Well, Atlas, it's just you and me now.
Not if I ignore you.
We'll see about that.
Wasteland Active Radio is created, written, and produced by Z. Hagen and J Wilson. Brought to you by the Record Button. The roles of Crispy, Judge Carlson, and Bucket are played by Mr. Wilson. The roles of Atlas, Sterling, Guard Pat Hansen, Little Drink jury members, and Riley the bartender are played by Mr. Hagen. The roles of Johnny and the court bailiff are played by B. Sewick, and the role of Siobhan is played by B. Egesdal. Special thanks to this week's guests: A. Wilson as Sheriff Rita, H. Wilson as Tammy, and Seth McDuffee as Miles Paige. Wasteland Active Radio is set in the Fallout video game universe owned by ZeniMax Media and Bethesda Softworks. No copyright infringement is intended. Please support the official release. Thank you for listening, and thank you for your continued support.